Okay, well, been a while. It took me way longer than I thought to do most of the Eternal Forest. I basically did all of them except the very last one, which is taking 7 straight left. I will just make a guide with a little annotation just so you can see all the different directions you can take for the Eternal Forest. But things to note. Obviously, the time frame has been a couple hours at the very least in terms of game time. So there's that. But one of the main things I got. So I got Limit Buster Mark II, which is a very late game weapon. I did not even get this as a reward for completing any of these. I just happened to get a drop from one of the late game enemy combinations from the Eternal Forest. So there's that. For a comparison, the Limit Buster has 96 power, while X Buster Mark II and Ice Buster are in the low 20s and at 30. Just to give you a comparison, this has triple the power of the X Buster Mark II. One of the strongest weapons that he can use, but not the strongest. But anyways, oops. I also did some item hunting with the deployment center, and I'll probably, well, I don't know if they'll be back already, but I did get a couple of key items that let you access some other areas. I only went to one, which would be the Lograno Ruins hidden area, which is just 3 special shops, and I got the kitty gloves for Cinnamon here, which is one of her better weapons because it's a 5-strike weapon and it weighs nothing. So I did get the injector as well from one of the fights, and it's technically stronger, but it's a 1-hit versus a 5-hit. So the kitty gloves are generally better. Nothing new with Massimo, nothing new with Marno or Spider. The exception being, I did get the Joker weapon for Spider. It's a pretty good weapon, 21 across the board, and it weighs nothing, so it actually increases his speed by 21. But the thing is, it basically makes a random effect no matter... I think you have to still be at 75 weaponer. I've never actually used it, but it's a random effect, so it could be a diamond effect, spades effect, club effect, and so on. So nothing too crazy there. Going to the force metal generator though, basically you can use items and other force metals along with the force metal energy, which is FME, to make stuff. The level requirement is Cinnamon's level, has to be at least that to make it, and you also need the ingredients. Also, kind of like this one, these are things you have to do in order to unlock it. So for example, if I let the game just run for like an hour or so, I can actually start making these after I get the recipe. You can just buy these, so it's whatever, but you do need the lower ones to get these ones later. And you can kind of tell they all just go in incremental power. But I don't plan on using much of these. There's a couple of ones I do like to get, but otherwise I'm not gonna use them. For this next chapter though, and it's gonna probably be split into 2, I will be Cinnamon for most of it, along with just X and Spider. Before I actually go, Marino's now hanging out up here. There you go, typical after you play like that kind of characters. Then there's also Cinnamon is hanging out over here, and the random Reploid lady has been replaced by Goldie. Alright. So before I actually head out for the actual I'm gonna check the deployment center. So yeah, they have no construction. But as you can see here, I got all the items for Belgrano, along with most of the money. Same with Central Tower. Well, not all the items, but most of the stuff. And then these other two locations. I did get the Tiana key already, which is actually really good that I already got it, but we won't deal with that until way later. Anyways, we're gonna actually start the mission now. Yes, we're going to the Old Fat Factory. Intruder. So yeah, this is the new security we have to avoid. Alright. So it's about 3 beefs, and then the 4th one's gonna be, you know, a fight. So I'm just gonna take the fight just to see what enemies we got. So these are Prion counters. So, Prion counters, they almost always just put up a shield and they try to counter any shot attack, but if you hit them with an attack that is combat, like this one,
On target.
they'll still probably counter. Nope, they disabled the counter. And then they're just weak to combat moves, so in general it's good to have either Marino, Massimo, or Cinnamon, whichever your preference is.
Here we go! Final strike!
Here goes.
And also, Kitty Gloves actually has the advantage of also has a chance to debuff the enemy's stat. So it's actually also really good for regular that are difficult.
You can't run away!
Obviously, this does not work on bosses, but still 5 hits is 5 hits, so. And there we go.
Good card, eh?
So while my level is still kind of appropriate for this area, I am pretty overpowered overall. Also, the alarms only matter just... Okay, so we do have a Prion nurse over there, but first we're gonna deal with this guy. So the thing about Prion nurse is,
Like this.
if all enemies except it are dead, this will happen. They surrender. And they heal you. Now at this point you can let them go, and I think that's how you can get a weapon for Cinnamon or something. I forget exactly what you get. So we're just gonna do that. But next time I'll probably just kill them or something. Because I think you also get something else. And then they run away. Ah, that's how I got the injector. That's right. Okay. So Spider is level 23 now, making him one of our stronger characters. Ah, okay. I forget the name of this guy. But he is resistant to...
Oh, shoot!
to shot attacks. So we're just gonna smack him. that message pops up, all shot attacks will destroy this guy.
You can't run away!
Also, Cinnamon is one of the fastest attacking characters in Final Strike, so you want to get a gigantic combo.
Good card, eh?
Your best bet is Spider, Cinnamon, and X in X-Fire Hyper Mode. Ah, we have this guy. So these are similar to the fish enemies back in chapter 2. No, chapter 3, sorry. But they're just fire versions.
Here we go! Final strike!
Nothing too crazy. The little ones don't go berserk though, like the water ones did. There we go.
Good card, eh?
They do drop Ultra Fires, which can be useful later. Nice, we got a Rush Loader. That enemy actually shows up in the next chapter, but we gotta do the fun with it. I see. So we went kind of the long way, I think, because... Yeah. That's fine though. Alright. There we go. Blister that actually will also be useful later actually in this chapter. Let's see, so we just gotta keep moving through these annoying areas. There's an item on that corner, so we have to make sure we get over there at some point and also I know this is not the most exciting game, but still. Ah, right, I forgot. So if you're standing where they're gonna land, they also detect you, so you have to make sure to also move out of the way of where they're gonna land. Forgot about that. But I'm just gonna skip this fight now. Alright. Actually, I'm going the wrong way. I have to wait for this guy. These are important though, tank cards. We're almost up to 6 tank. Let's see, we're at 5 3/4, so one more tank card, so we actually have 6 sub-tanks. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there's one in each of these, so basically have to follow this guy. But they all just go around. Oh, well, it's fine. We'll do this, so we can spend that later. It's a 50 at least. I'm gonna go visit this store in a few moments. Get the last item, get into a fight, get the yellow crystal over there, or I'll just get it now. Luckily, you can just run away from the fights, which, you know, makes it slightly less annoying that if you get caught. Fortunately, the enemies, the motion detector things, didn't move quite where I wanted them to. I'm gonna make that so. Alright. Trying to remember. Okay, we want to go back. There's the other way. There's one more item I'm gonna do that. And also, I forgot one of the items. Anyways. Because it's the one, the yellow one, which is tank energy. But we do want to go through that door. another little lava room. Alright, and now that I think about it, I'm gonna switch Marino's Hawkeye and Cinnamon's Get XP around, because since there's a bunch of floating enemies, it would be useful for her to not miss. And we're gonna give the Get XP that I bought. That's one of the other items I got from the Grand Ocean shop. There's this guy, but I don't have the item necessary for him, unfortunately. I don't have the ball and chain hammer. And this is just a block upper. But we did get the King of Hearts, which is not as good as the clubs, because of a boost XP gains, but it does have better armor and shield if you're inclined. But the thing I want to get eventually is the Ace of Club, which is basically the maxed out version of the club suit. Granted, there are uses for the what's it called? The hearts, diamond, and spades. Spades is probably the second most useful. I would say clubs is the best one in general. Alright, now we're just gonna keep going. I'm gonna do a quick cut here to just skip the alarm room real quick, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, so back at Smelting Furnace 3. I believe this is, yep, this is the room. Alright. There. Alright. We're gonna grab this item from this corner real quick. And we're gonna keep going. Here.
X! Hey, X! Don't worry. Hey! It's only me. Axel!
Ah. An old comrade, is it?
Yeah. But Axel, what are you doing here? I came to Giga City because I heard my shape-changing ability might have been invented here. I've been searching around for clues, but nothing yet.
Yeah, I heard they used to do a lot of research in this place, back before the rise of the Rebellion Army.
So, they may have been working on Axel's shape-changing ability too. It's a very specialized area. But I heard of a few other Reploids with the same ability as me. I see. But with the Rebellion Army around, it's hard to investigate. Yeah, like I said, not many clues around. Hey Axel, have you seen Zero around here? Zero? You mean the Zero? Yeah, we heard Zero was here and we came to find him. I haven't come across him yet. I hope he's okay. I'm sure he is, don't worry. Zero wouldn't go down without a fight. Come on, I'll help you look.
Never been too big on Axel's, and yeah, he joined the party, but I've never been too big on his theme song of the game. But just to show him off, I'm gonna temporarily swap out Spider. Granted, Axel is relatively leveled at least, but not very strong at the moment because I'm a bit over leveled. You're supposed to be like in the 19, level 19-ish, at the lowest 17 like he is. Anyways, we get a Arrow Buster. The Arrow Busters for X, they increase his evasion by 5%, and they're relatively light, so he actually gets a speed boost, unlike all his other weapons pretty much. On the flip side though, they're usually very weak and very fragile. Granted, it is technically stronger than anything else we have at the moment, though, so that is up to debate to you though, once you actually come here. But anyways, keep going. Here I get a mini battery. Mini batteries Got interrupted there, but mini battery is just like that one Mechanolo needed the ball and chain hammer. The mini battery is used for certain Mechanoids that need a battery for them to work. Anyways, we're gonna keep going now. I'm actually gonna take this battle to show off Axel real quick, and then we'll probably switch back to Spider. But Axel has the Axel bullets, which are basically literally guns. He's not the strongest character, but he starts with Cracker and Hunter Missile. So if we use Hunter Missile, it's just a powerful missile. And it might not be
Here
noticeable,
goes everybody!
but if you notice our hit counter here, it's the same as if we had Spider in our party. So he shoots as fast as Spider, even though it doesn't look like it. And the Cracker just inflicts Berserk on the enemy. Or is it Berserk?
Here goes. Yay!
I might keep him for... Actually, I'll do it now. I'll show off his action trigger on the next slide. Let's see, we use it on Cinnamon, just a little more vertical. So here we have a save point. As soon as I run back to it, I'll probably stop this. So we are at the freight line now. So this is actually a good chance. So, as you can see though, we have a new enemy in the middle. I forget what they're called. I unfortunately don't have a way to check.
Here we go! Final strike!
But we'll get to them in a second. But yes, so Axel can use his action trigger this turn. So his is a little tricky. So you have to trigger it.
Ha!
And you'll see all these buttons on the screen. Basically what you want to do is press the buttons so you can get to your desired boss. So here we got Silverhorn.
Take that!
So he's your specialist for an elemental weakness, and I'm gonna take the chance here to use Cinnamon's because we haven't seen it on screen.
Please.
So you have to rotate your right stick, or well, it is the right stick on the GameCube, I guess. But basically, you just rotate until you get all the hearts you can get, and she heals you for 10% each. So in case you run out of sub-tanks, she is your only other way to heal in this game. So she is extremely important.
Here we go! Final strike!
And there we go.
I did it!
So for now, we're gonna switch Axel out, but you can see how he can be really useful overall. Let's go back to Spider. This part. So I'm actually gonna go back to the save point real quick and call it an episode there. I will see you guys back here because this area will take me a bit longer than I would like the episode to run, with even including the cuts that I'm gonna do, which is not very much. It's like 2 minutes probably at this point, maybe 3. Anyways, I'll see you guys in a moment. Thanks for watching.